gotta take the lead. She needs that and she likes that. She likes to be the submissive woman in the relationship. You know, like a little bad puppy. You gotta be like, listen, this our house.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. We're talking to you guys about Married at First Sight. Okay, hold on. We're talking to you guys about Married at First Sight. Karen still don't like my boy Miles. I really don't think she's there. You understand? But guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for a notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, well, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Alright, cool. Let's get into the video. Alright, cool. So, here's the thing. I'm going to start with some body language first, and then we're going to go into the actual video. So, I want you to pay attention to the scene. Okay, now, I know many people watched it and saw Karen kiss Miles in a little preview. They kissed a little bit, and then the party came and they kissed again there. But that's where we're going to start. We're going to start at the kiss area, okay? Fantastic. So, while she was, the game was truth or dare, okay? And the cards were saying what people should be doing. Okay, so as they got to that point, what we saw was someone say, obviously, one of the cards says, go and sit on his lap.
I dare you to sit in Miles' lap for the remainder of the game. Hey, darling.
Aww, so difficult.
Right? Now, she doesn't question. She does not question the instruction. Okay, now pay attention to this part. When they say that it says kiss Miles, at that point, she questions the card.
We dare to kiss Miles on the lips.
Is that on that card? It really does say that on the... Let me see.
Right? And there's a bit of energy when she says it. Hold on, what's that card really say? Look, bring the card here, let me see it. There's a bit of jokiness, but a bit of seriousness in there as well, right? Let me see it, make sure, right? And then she kisses him. Now, so when you're saying, when I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, if I ask two people who genuinely loved each other to kiss each other, regardless of whether it's a game or not, I am not going to question it. If I'm the one that likes this girl and the girl likes me, I'm not going to question this kiss, bruv. You understand? I'm not going to question it at all. Why? Because at the end of the day, listen, I like you, you like me. We're attracted to each other, right? But the problem here is that I don't think Karen is sexually attracted to Miles right now. Yeah, which is making it very hard to do the kissing and the touching and the physically close, right? So in that particular scene there, even then, I wanted to notice something as well. We're gonna go a little bit back again in body language, right? Because I know some people commented on the last video that I did that they said, oh, but you know, some people take it slow. I want you to pay attention because it's not only my thoughts. The very people who are in that show are gonna give you their own thoughts. When it comes to Miles' sister, by the way, Miles' sister is stunning. Woof! I said, wow. But Miles' sister, right? Even just before that kiss, you can watch her body language. She goes, I think she says like something like kiss, kiss, whatever. But listen to the energy. Look at her body language. Where's she looking to? Right? Look at the energy she's giving it. It's not much energy. It's almost as if I don't really want to do this, but I'm gonna do kiss, kiss, okay. Because I think she in her head is already she's already thinking, I already can see something's not quite right, right? And why do I say that? Because earlier on, the conversation between Karen and Miles' sister was very intriguing, all right? Now, Miles' sister starts talking to Karen, asking her how she's doing, says obviously how's it Miles and her. And then Karen candidly submits information about how she feels like, yes, they're getting on well, but she can't wait for Miles to go back to work. First of all, I think the tonation of the way she said, I can't wait for him to go back to work, sounded negative. So the sister picked up on it.
Good. He's been real nice.
Oh.
He's very nice.
I'm excited to see him go back to like work. I want to see who real Miles is.
Very quickly, right? But then she went on to say as well, extended past that Karen, to say, oh, you know, I want to see how he's like, because I know he's a bit of a giver, and you know, I want to see what he's like when he goes back to work. And the sister goes on to say,
Been like, what do you need? What do you want? What can I do? That might not go away though.
Yeah, no, that's how he is.
He would reply, I think that's how he is, and I think he's not gonna, he's not gonna change, you know. And Karen then goes on to say about the fact that, she feels like Miles is stepping on her toes in terms of the giving part of things. Let me be very frank with you. All right, I can understand the territorial thing.
He
Let you do.
He let me do my
cooking and
thing.
stuff,
I
yeah.
told him when I needed help.
Tell him to give you my number.
Okay.
And if you need somebody to
Get him in check.
Even with my missus at the time, I know that sometimes when she was in the kitchen or whatever, and I come to the kitchen, she's like, no, I want the kitchen space to myself to do what I need to do, right? I get that, right? But that's not the giving that you're talking about, Karen. That's one episode of him trying to help. But in general, you're talking about his helpful nature. You're talking about the whole ethos of a brother, okay? You're talking about the whole system of how this brother operates, okay? You're not feeling the fact that he gives.
I was just like, because I'm a giver and nurturer too. And I'm like, Miles, you can't smother me because you don't give me room to like give back
for
to
you.
you. And I need that.
Because it leaves no room for you to give. I'm sorry, that's not feminine and masculine energy. All right? In fact, masculine energy is to give. I want you to understand this before someone gets it misconstrued. Masculine energy is to give. How do we know this? When we look at God, he said he created male and female in his image. So both female and males together make up the image of what God is like. A summation of what God can be like, okay? It's not the totality, it's what God can be like, right? So carrying feminine and masculine energy, all right? Combined, right? So here's the thing. When God is the Father, he gave his only son, okay? The whole point is that the greater blesses the lesser, all right? So masculine energy is about giving. So if you tell me that, listen, it's not very, if you tell me that, oh, he's taken up my space in terms of being a nurturer and a giver, right? You've missed it, all right? Because it's not only nurturing that women do. It's not only a feminine thing, right? Masculine males are meant to also nurture. That's the whole time. The nurturing comes from protection, serving, providing, and loving, okay? And the loving is nurturing. Do you understand? Yeah? So yes, we may look at it because, and when the sister saw that, she picked up on it instantly.
Talk where I was just like, because I'm a giver and nurturer too. And I'm like, Miles, you can't smother me because you don't give me room to like give back
for
to
you.
And she was like, listen, sit, Karen, and you watch her face at this point. Watch her face. She's like scrutinizing Karen at this point. Why is she scrutinizing Karen at that point? Because she's trying to figure out, hold on a minute, sis, like, are you trying to complain about a guy that gives? Are you complaining about a black male that wants to love you, take care of you, and provide, and be a caregiver emotionally? Like, in her head, I can see the cogs are spinning in the sister's head, like, are you mad or are you mad? Right? Then the sister goes on to verbally begin to talk about how she feels. This is very, very important. Watch the sister. She says,
so just, that's a good one. I wouldn't lie to you. I know you're a stranger and I'm a stranger to you, but I don't have no reason to lie. I'm telling you it's a good one.
sis, let me tell you, this one is a good one. This one is a good one. Why would the sister need to say that? She needed to say that because she was sensing the energy Karen was carrying was negative. She was sensing as a sister, as a woman, that this woman's carrying an energy that is going to try and reject Miles, right? So she had to interject and say, this one is a good one. Which is why I said that I saw the energy later on when she was saying, ooh, about the kiss, ooh, it was down. I saw that she's clocking something's not quite right. Yeah? All right, cool. Then we can flip it on to but just before that, the friend comes.
You gonna give me a nice tour?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna let him give me a tour.
No, I'm not giving it to her.
Yeah, you gotta give me a tour. I need to get to know you, sir.
Oh, that's what you
Yeah, I
want?
need.
What's her name? I can't remember what her name is though. I can't remember her name. She's very cute though. Good looking sister. A friend came in and it was like to Karen, give me a tour. And then she changed her mind and said, actually, no, do you want? Let Miles give me a tour. Miles like, what, me? Tours? Nah. I don't do them things around here, sis. And then she goes, no, I want to get to know you more, right? Then they sit down. This is very, very important. They sit down. And sitting down is very, very important because what it does is it settles the nerves. It brings the conversation down. And here is the thing that I want you to pay attention to. The friend was speaking very frankly, but she was being very conscious. What do I mean by that? The friend intentionally, listen to how she starts. She's all loud at the beginning saying, look, I want you to come and show me, da, da, da. They sit down and she lowers her voice.
Oh,
What's
no,
that?
she's like a little rebel. It's hard to dictate what she really likes.
Hard to.
But
So help me understand. Help me understand what she likes.
I'm trying to stand the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay? She lowers her voice. Why? She doesn't want Karen to overhear what she's about to say. Because she's about to keep it absolutely real. And then she asks a very poignant question, right? She goes, hold on, Miles, let me just ask this question. Is Karen being...
Has she been a good communicator? Because I know she is with her friends, but I don't know, she hasn't been in a relationship with friends.
Is Karen telling you what she wants? Because, I know she's good at communicating in a friendship, right? But is she good at communicating in a relationship? Now, how would a friend ask that question? If Karen seems like a good communicator amongst friends, why would she not be a good communicator in a relationship? Unless you have seen evidence of the fact that when she was in a relationship, her communication skills weren't that tight. Or maybe she really isn't that great a communicator amongst her friends, and therefore they're almost hyping her up and overcompensating for her, right? Because a friend literally blated it out. She went on to say, is she like talking to you in professional Karen or normal Karen, right? Because obviously that's what they've obviously experienced that again, right? That, Karen can be, I guess, talking in a way that maybe it's not loving, or maybe I should say not nurturing, or not as caring as it needs to be. A bit like a boss and employee kind of style, right? That happens. All right, cool. Then she says something which is so key. In fact, before I get to that point, something interesting. Miles has bought flowers, right? And he says obviously Karen doesn't really appreciate this kind of thing. She's not a flower kind of person. She's not a gift.
She doesn't like flowers, but I was like, you know what? We need something new.
Oh, no, she's like a little rebel. It's hard to dictate what she really likes.
Hard to.
But it's interesting that the friend was like, oh my God, those flowers are so beautiful. Do you see the difference? Oh my God, the flowers are so beautiful, right? So the appreciation here is missing for my brother. You understand? Missing. All right, come back. Scoot back a little bit more. As they're talking, okay, as they're talking, she says, obviously, you know what? She needs a man that can lead, all right? She's a man that can take control.
How would you recommend, navigating that?
I think with her, you really just got to take the lead. She needs that, and she likes that. She likes to be the submissive woman in the relationship. Like a little bad puppy. You got to be like, listen.
Hold on a minute. How can I take control when you're taking control? You're asking me to take the wheel whilst you're behind the wheel. How can I do that? Ladies, let me be very frank with you. Stop asking a man to take the wheel when you won't release the wheel. The car gonna crash. You want me to take leadership. Get out the car, go around and sit in the passenger seat. Stop telling me to take the lead and you won't allow me to take the lead.
Things that is helpful for me, and I know it's also a challenge for you, is being able to know with words how you're feeling.
How can he lead when she's dictating the pace by saying we should move at our own pace? We shouldn't compare ourselves to Armani and Woody in terms of our intimacy levels, right? We will get there when we'll get there. You understand? Oh, I don't really do this because actually, you know what? I take things slow. Yeah, and I take things slow because obviously as well, I've been hurt in the past. How can the brother shift and move? You're asking the brother to move around and lead you, and you're leading the proceedings. You're asking him for patience. You're asking him to sit back and wait. And then when you're ready, now he should come and take over. How? Because you've been leading the whole entire time. You led from the very beginning when you knew about the social media profile, right? You led. The moment you went to research the profile and you come and say he's emotional, right? You were leading. You led also with the fact that if I need space, how do I tell you I need to have space? You led with that. Yeah? You led with that. You created a narrative. Your mum came along and said, listen, she doesn't like pressure. If you pressure her, she folds. So what is a brother to do? You're asking this guy to work miracles. Ladies, let me tell you straight. Do not send a mixed signal to a brother. The brother can't understand it, bro. Give us one signal. You want me to lead? Step aside. You want the brother to lead? Step aside. You understand? Now, I agree also that Miles can be a bit more assertive. Why do I say that? Because in the last episode, he didn't really define what he needs. right? And so I understand that the communication weren't necessarily there in terms of communicating what he exactly needs. He did it in this episode, right? And as soon as he did it, there was a tiny bit of pushback. Why did I say that? And I'm skipping ahead. I'm going to come back to this point. When they were talking, the video that I did earlier on, guys, when they were talking, he said about, I need a bit more affection. I need a bit more, he said, you try to play it down by saying, look, I don't need you to hype me up every single time, but it'd be nice if you told me, listen, I look good.
You don't have to gas me up all the time. I'm not expecting that.
Just sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, let me know, like, hey, you look nice today.
Yeah, you look good. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice if you told me that, right? And what she says, I don't really do them kind of things. It's not my way to kind of say it like that, blah, 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 blah. So the brother told you what he needs now, and you're already trying to duck and dive in, cuss. Yeah? Not only that, there was an opportunity to practice this later on. Alright? Now, I'm kind of skipping it. When he came from the room.
Look at you. You looking all cute today and stuff. Look at you. Now.
I'm trying.
You're doing a good job.
Don't say I
girl.
never tried.
And before people came in as guests, he came and said, hold on a minute. Let me just talk to you. He said, hold on a minute. Karen, you're looking spicy today. Raw. Yeah? You're looking nice. My size. Oh, my God. Hey. You a beautiful girl. You understand? What was the compliment back? None. None. Do you understand? Yeah? I told you what I need. You're not fulfilling what I need. You understand? Alright, cool. Flip back to the conversation with a friend. Okay. The friend says something which is really, for me, the wording was just off. But I don't know if that's because she's a bad communicator with the words she used, or whether she intentionally used those words, not knowing the implications of what she was saying. She said, listen, you need to tell her what it is, basically. You need to control the home and what it is, yeah? Okay? You need to treat her like a bad puppy.
And she likes that. She likes to be the submissive woman in the relationship. You know, like a little bad puppy. You gotta be like, listen, this our house.
What? Excuse me? A bad puppy? What kind of relationship have you been in that you need to be treated like a bad puppy? What kind of relationship have you been in that you need to be treated? When I hear words like that, that for me triggers abusive relationships that you've been in the past, and you've dealt with men who are unemotional, unavailable, and will tell you what to do in a controlling manner. You've never dealt with somebody who can just issue you love. Yeah? We don't need a bad puppy blood. Man, them don't need a bad puppy blood. Yeah? You don't need a bad puppy, bro. That's stress. We want peace. As we get older, we want peace, not war. Yeah? All that kind of stuff, yeah, out the window. We want peace, not war. You understand? Alright, cool. So, that was what was happening in that particular scene. I think also as well, what was interesting again, that Christina was talking earlier on in a group setting, and saying obviously that Henry's not very commanding. As she said that, Karen was like, yeah, when Christina said, I'm attracted to assertive guys.
I am an affectionate person, but it's not in my nature to initiate. That's attractive to me. It's like a confidence thing. But
that was Karen. Oh, yeah, me too. I'm attracted to assertive guys. Bear in mind, remember, the few episodes before this, all Karen's been saying is, oh my gosh, I want to see leadership from him. I want to see that assertiveness from him. But when man's asserting, yeah, how can I assert if I've been told not to put pressure on you because you shut down? Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, a man can't do that, bro. Like, he'd be a dickhead if he did that. If he decides to be assertive when he knows that you, yeah, have said that pressure makes you shut down. Or your mum said that, sorry. What's a brother to do? Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I hear the Karen and the Miles situation. I get the fact that he has to be more, she wants to be more masculine. I get it. But the truth of the matter is, the conditions have not been conducive enough to let a brother exist and thrive in. So, I don't know, guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? You understand? Let us know your thoughts down below. Comment on that. Make sure you do. Alright? Appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. You got the minerals, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals.